Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D Boom of LLE Ascension, LLE Toro, LLE Astrology. This is January 3rd, 2016. This is my second day doing readings, and this particular reading will be for the Divine Feminine, her current mood, thoughts, feelings maybe, decisions maybe. We're just gonna see. Once again, just stepping into my life purpose, trying to help as many people as I can out as far as doing videos on the divine love, twin flames. Gonna do some astrology videos. I'm actually gonna do a reading for Virgo today. It was a lot of Virgos that hit me up yesterday. After my first readings, it was quite a few Virgos that hit me up. So, to show my appreciation, I'm gonna do a reading with you guys. So, once again, sorry for the begging on the table. Like I said, I'm gonna find a new location and get started with it. So just forgive me for the noises, and let's begin. This reading is for the current energies for the Divine Feminine energy. So I'll flip these cards over, and we will begin. Usually how I do is I uncover the cards, do a quick run through on what I see, and then pull clarifiers to get more details about it. And sorry for the relaxed mode. Like I say, it's early in the morning in Chicago, Illinois. It's super cold outside. I'm sipping coffee now, trying to warm up. But Divine Feminine reading, let's go. For overall energy, we have the Six of Wands. This card represents celebration. Something in the Divine Feminine's life, something for her to celebrate. Could be a new venture, could be just a new mind state going into 218. Very optimistic energy right here. Very passionate energy right here. Like I say, it could be a new business venture. It could be a new way of manifesting money. It could be celebrating your future union, because the twin flame journey is going pretty well, but that's the overall energy. Underlying, bottom line energy is the King of Pentacles. So Divine Feminine is definitely stepping into her masculine energy. If you checked out my twin flame reading yesterday, it represents the same thing. Divine Feminine is stepping into her power, and since it's Pentacles, she's stepping into the 3D with it. So she's definitely celebrating Six of Wands, new ventures, new money, new love, new everything. It's just newness, which follows suits for the new year too, which is awesome. So as far as the past energies with the Divine Feminine, we have the Ace of Pentacles. What I get from this will probably be this journey. This whole twin flame journey has really unlocked some skill sets, some new confidence, it's kind of sparked a new momentum that you're going into 2018 with. And 217 was basically, like I seen a meme on Facebook. It said 2016 life gave you lemons, 2017 you made lemonade out those lemons, in 2018 you're going to open up a lemonade stand. So that's the energy that I get from this Ace of Pentacles. Divine Feminine is coming to this new year with a new power, a new sense of manifestation that she's really taking with her. Now, the Divine Feminine, in regards to herself, we have the Seven of Wands, which is basically fighting on higher ground. Standing your ground and really fighting an uphill battle to do that. I'm gonna get some clarifiers on that. But from what I can take from this so far is that, given these new ventures, this new power of manifestation, you're kind of conflicted on how you're gonna go about it. You got an idea how you're gonna go about this new year or this new venture or this new love, but you're still kind of in conflict about it. Or I will take it as you've been on this new way of thinking. You've had this new manifestation going, and you're just getting conflict on either A, getting it off the ground, or B, being understood for it. Kind of being isolated for your new, it's not radical views that you have, it's just, it's like when people expect you to act a certain way all the time, and then you hit them with a whole new attitude, you know, they think you acting brand new. Instead of just understanding the journey that brought you to the new you, people just want to kind of attack you for this new behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's unexpected. That's why it's new. That's why it's getting kind of taken otherwise, because you're now doing things that you didn't do. You know, you're standing up for yourself. You're not for none. Like, you're really speaking up, being very vocal on what you want. You're being very aggressive on setting these boundaries. As far as the divine masculine's relation to the feminine right now, it's the Three of Wands. And what I take from this is, it's kind of a union card, but it's kind of like just saving that heart space. Like I said, you're definitely moving on. You're definitely growing, divine feminine. So you're definitely going to keep the divine masculine in your heart space. You know what I'm saying? You still might be kind of indecisive on what to do with your masculine, but he's not the full focus of your attention anymore. You know, you're loving him from afar, keeping that heart space open. So that's what I see with this Three of Pentacles here. I mean, the Three of Wands here, I'm sorry. That's the divine masculine's relation to the divine feminine. And for the divine feminine future card, we have the Two of Wands, which represents union to me. Like I say, it's just that passionate energy that the divine feminine is holding the divine masculine in. You know, just that heart space. You know, this is what she really wants in the future, is the Two of Wands. You know what I'm saying? Just for us to be together, to get off this three and get on this one-on-one right here. You know, three's a crowd. Three's a crowd. All right. So I'm gonna pick some clarifying cards real fast. Let me get a clarifier for this past energy with these Ace of Pentacles. And the card that I got for it was, this is the second Joker in my deck. I use regular playing cards. I don't do tarot decks because I got like a Christian background, and I just don't want to scare the crap out my family and some friends. So this is the Devil card. And the Devil card that goes on top of this Ace of Pentacles here, like I say, this is a past position. So for what I get from this is that in the past, you were kind of chained to the divine masculine. You were kind of codependent on him. Even if he wasn't with you, even if y'all didn't share the same space, he just preoccupied your thoughts, your mind, your energy. You kind of felt chained to him, to where almost like you couldn't let go, almost like you couldn't see the forest from the trees in that past situation. But that's the past. You're definitely not on this anymore. And just to get an extra clarification on this Devil card, we got the Queen of Wands. Queens are no fucks given. So what I take from this is, you know, yeah, you went through your little madness with the divine masculine. Yeah, you got hurt in the past. Yeah, you got left out in the cold. You went through the dark night of the soul with the masculine. But at the end of the day, you're the Queen of Wands. You know what I'm saying? You're all about progression. You're going to keep this passion. You're not going to apologize. You're unapologetically living. You know, you're unapologetically doing the best thing that you have to do for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're seeing that there's nothing wrong with that. Given this Devil card, at first you kind of felt it was kind of, you know, you was kind of pivoting on, this Devil card, you was kind of pivoting on if you wanted to leave him or not, you know, because you were so codependent on a relationship. You didn't want it to go away. But all those fears, which is basically what the Devil card is all about, fear, addictions. I can even go with addictions here. You know, this whole process with the divine masculine kind of brought the worst out of you. Kind of put you back in that codependency phase that you really was trying to stray away from. You feel what I'm saying? So it's growth. It's growth. You know what I mean? You broke that chain by stepping into the divine feminine master energy, as I would like to say. You broke them chains. Definitely broke those chains. And that's the past energy. In the past energy, divine feminine broke those chains and had to go what she had to go through to embody the spirit that she's in right now. Going to the divine feminine in relation to herself to clarify these 7 of Wands here, which is about standing your ground, which is about conflict, which is about fighting an uphill battle. We have the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands represents the end of conflict. So in relation to herself, the divine feminine, she's basically ending conflict. Any type of conflict. What I'm getting from this is any type of conflict that came from this devil energy over here, any type of conflict that came from the divine masculine, any type of conflict that came from this twin flame journey, any type of conflict that came from her personal journey or his, he, she, her personal journey itself, she put a wrap to that. She put a wrap to that. She chose to end it. And it's like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you choose happiness. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're wrong, you ain't got to admit nothing. Just choose to be happy. And that's what you're doing. You're moving on. And these are all wands. I have a 7 of Wands in the position of the divine feminine's current space with herself. I got 2 wands here, 7 of Wands, and 10 of Wands. Then I got the 3 of Wands next to it and the 2 of Wands in the future position. This is all passion right here. So she's very passionate about what's popping right now. Even the overall energy is passionate. Divine feminine is all about passionate right now. So to clarify this 3 of Wands in the divine masculine's heart space for her, or relation to her, we have the 9 of Cups, which is like the last step towards happiness, the last step towards completion, the last step towards attaining what your heart's desire. And with that 3 of Wands there, the feminine keeping that divine heart space open, she's ready to receive, you know, that love that she's seeking once it comes. She's not thirsty for it. She's not rushing into that. She's just going to let it work out. Because at the end of the day, she's starting to understand that this is a divine connection. You can't break a divine connection. You know what I'm saying? You can't, what the Lord brought together, nobody separate. You can't separate that. You know what I mean? She senses that. She knows that. And that's the current energy. She's saving that heart space for the masculine. And she's almost there. And 218 is all about unions. 2 plus 1 plus 8, that's 11. That's a union. This is the year of unions. You know, if not the year of reunions, this is going to be the year of finding clarity, reaching that enlightenment in oneself, and moving on. You know, you're always going to have that love for the divine, you know, masculine. You're not just going to leave him entirely, but you're not going to wait around for nothing. Now, going to the future position with these 2 of Wands here for the divine feminine, I have the King of Swords. Now with this King of Swords, I'm just getting that the divine feminine already made the decision that this is what she wants, a union, and this is what she's gonna get. You know, might take a couple weeks, might take a couple months, might take a couple years. It's already been years for the ones that's been years in. I'm 5 years in myself. You know, you're gonna attain that. That's your main focus. In the heart space. We're not talking about manifestation 3D. You don't see no pentacles here. You feel what I'm saying? So these are all thoughts and passion and emotions that's really centered towards the heart space. You know? Nice little reading right here. Get some more coffee on. Alright, to clarify this overall energy here with the 6 of Wands, the celebration I see, what is the divine feminine celebrating? Once again, the Queen of Pentacles. The celebration is Queen of Pentacles. Divine feminine manifesting, getting that money. Making things happen, making ways out of no way, taking a thought, planning it, and executing it and bringing it to life. Whether that be anything. Stepping into your power, honing into your powers, embracing your powers. You know, that's 2 queens too. You have the Queen of Wands in the past, and you got the Queen of Pentacles overall. So you're stepping into your queendom. You're stepping into your divine self. learning a lot more. Even watching videos like this is putting you kind of on your square, giving you more information and insight, not just on your energy, but what to do with those energies. So overall, it's still a good ass reading. So the Six of Wands, the celebration, is all about the divine feminine. She's celebrating herself. She's celebrating her new self, her reintroduction to life, to love, and the pursuit of happiness. But mainly to getting those coins. Mainly getting those coins. So the underlining energy, which is the King of Pentacles, and we have that Queen here. So subconsciously, the union is, King and Queen. The union is there. It's written all in the cards. But to clarify, this King of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords. And this Knight of Swords here is it's a fast rushing energy. It's also a masculine energy, so she's, like I say, embracing her masculine energy also, especially with this King of Swords here. And what I get from this is that she's trying to get to the money quick. Like, why push off tomorrow what you could do today? This new year, this Cancer full moon that just passed, the few portals that passed a couple months ago, the solstice in December, she's stepping into it. It's been a fast moving energy on how to manifest money. And not only is she stepping into her divine feminine self to manifest things, she's stepping into the divine energy also to manifest. So all I see here is manifestation, passion and manifestation at its finest. Stepping into yourself and really doing what needs to be done for you. Because like I said, you're it's all about you, divine feminine. And don't let nobody else kind of knock you for that. Don't let nobody knock you for the choices that you make. And even the choices that you make, stand by them. That's what I see with this energy too. You sticking by what you're saying. You setting boundaries and you sticking by that. So you're not allow, at first you used to keep a door open, to allow things to enter your life. Things you kind of didn't want to, cut off or dissipate. But you're stepping into yourself. No more codependency for you. No more addictions and the problems that was plaguing you last year. Sorry, my phone ringing. Not the problems and the pain that plagued you last year. You're stepping into something new. Coming into 218, you're all about manifesting money and staying passionate about what you want in life. And knowing that it's going to take time to get it, being patient for it and not being too thirsty or too controlling. That's another thing about this Devil card too. In the past, you was real controlling, especially when it came to your divine masculine. You know what I'm saying? You was very codependent. So with that codependent energy, you just kind of, not your fault, not you entirely, but with that codependent energy, it was just kind of all about the divine masculine at the time. So like I said, even in my last reading, you took a lot of L's to get here. And it wasn't losses, they were lessons at the end of the day. Hello. So, I do want to ask the universe what the divine feminine wants the divine masculine to know in the 5D. And what I got is the other Joker card that I use. Two Jokers, one is the Devil, one is the Fool. This is the Fool. So, in the 5D, the divine feminine is telling the masculine, step out on faith. Leap out on faith. You know what I'm saying? Jump off this mountain with me. The card of the Fool is basically a fool with kind of like a hobo sack. Just the bare necessities. Taking the bare necessities with you and leaping off a mountain. But like I said in my last reading, you can only leap and fly with your twin flame. If you leap and fly with a counterpart, a karmatic counterpart, or leap and fly even with some soulmates, not all, some soulmates, you're going to fall on your ass. You know what I'm saying? But with this Fool card, this is a solo. You're flying solo here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get to your dreams at the end of the day. And what the divine feminine wants the masculine to know is you can do the same thing too. You can reach high as I am. You can get on this whole newness that I'm on too. You can embrace this. You are my divine counterpart, so you have the powers that I have. Probably not the same ones, but we are the same. Newness. New energy right here. Just, like I say, newness. So in the 5D, the divine feminine wants to let the divine masculine know that you can fly with me. Just fly. And what the divine feminine wants the divine masculine to know in the 3D is the Nine of Swords. This card came up in the last reading. So the Nine of Swords is basically mental anguish, nightmares, dreams, mental anguish. So what I get from this is that she wants the divine masculine to basically know that, hey, this is kicking my ass. This whole journey has kicked my ass, but I'm always had that love for you. But you know I gotta move on. And I don't mean move on fully away from you, but you know I gotta move on from this situation. It's time to get about me. This is what happens when you're all about the masculine. And not saying he's not all about you, but this is what happens when you're the one that's doing most of the work. This is what happens when you're the one that's basically, doing all the work. You have went inside and killed all those blocks that you had. You found all the triggers that you have. You've done your research. You've done your work. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like being, when I get this card, Spirit's telling me is like, you know how you in high school or in college and you got a group project and you're the only one doing all the work and all the slackers is just chilling, and then when it comes time to present the work, they're still slacking, and then you want to kind of slick ask the teacher like, hey, can I just get this whole grade by myself? They didn't do anything. That's how you feeling right now. Like you're in a group project and you're the only one doing the work. And this is the 9 card too, so this is just the step right before the end. So you know it's the ending coming. If you ain't deaded some old stuff yet, it's finna be deaded pretty soon, and that's all she wants the masculine to know is you better get ready for some good changes, because change is on the horizon. All right. So overall, it's a celebration time. Celebration for the divine feminine. Celebration of stepping into her own self, being non-codependent, and really just attaining everything that her heart's desires. And being very adamant about it and very passionate about it, and just not caring what anybody thinks about it. In the past, she recognized what her powers was. She seen what this whole twin flame journey was doing to her. It was helping her for the better. But she really couldn't see that when she was codependent on the masculine, when she really needed him, when she was just so scared and her major fear was losing him. But you can never lose your twin flame. They are connected for life. But that's that fear that comes from the devil card. It's just fear. Fear rules your life for a brief moment, or a temporary long moment that faded away. This is all faded away. This is the past. You're not codependent on the divine masculine anymore. You're not codependent on anything. You're self-sufficient. You're independent, and you're ready to make the best moves that you can. And now you step into your queen feminine energy, and it's no queen of no fucks given. You're gonna do you at the end of the day. So that's what's up. As relation divine feminine to herself, she's conflicted, and she's really putting an end to carrying on the past, carrying on baggage. You know what I'm saying? I see this 10 as just the end of 2017, the end of the year that you turn your lemons into lemonade, and now it's time to start your lemonade stand and get these coins and get this guac, get this paper. That's what you need. Ain't nothing wrong with getting no money. And it's a little conflict, but this is internal conflict. This isn't outside conflict. This isn't external conflict. And this isn't even like super bad conflict. It's just kind of like you stutter stepping, pivoting on what direction you want to go to get the money, and what direction you want to go from and away from the masculine. Because he's going to be all right. You know he's going to be all right. You're starting to understand this journey. Also, that heart space, that 3 of Wands, that heart space, you're always going to keep the divine masculine at bay. You're always going to keep him in your heart. And at the end of the day, he's what you've always wanted. And you know that you're close to getting there. Close. Very close. That union, 2 of Wands. You definitely made that choice to have this. But you can't put time. Let me say this too. Let me look at you on this. When it comes to the infinite, time doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Once you leave the last atmosphere of this earth, it's heaven. You know what I'm saying? You can live for eternity up there. Any, what is that? Matthew 11:29. You know what I'm saying? Read that scripture and you'll really understand. Once you really get past the 3D, which is the last atmosphere that you cross, you can literally take a heap of the world's problems, or you can take a literal mountain and take it to the top of the atmosphere, and it's just going to float effortlessly away. That's what Jesus does for you in the fourth and fifth dimension. And he can do that in the third dimension for you too, if you allow him and understand how this thing works. When it comes to time, it has nothing to do with the infinite. It has nothing to do with divine love. That's why you can be in a twin flame relationship with someone 30 years your age, 25 years your senior, 20 years younger than you. You know what I'm saying? Because time doesn't apply with this love right here. It doesn't matter how old you get. It doesn't matter what happens in your life. At the end of the day, it doesn't apply. Not to the infinite. Not telling you something you don't know, but just kind of throwing it out there. You've decided to make this union happen. But things like when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, you stop giving a fuck about that. Which is good. It's kind of like the final step that you needed to get to on this journey. Sorry for my voice and everything, but this was a good read. And in the 5D, you letting the divine masculine know that come fly with me. Come fly with me. Just take what you need. Bare necessities. And let's ride. Let's fly away. Let's ascend together. This is all about ascension right here. In 5D, you want the divine masculine to ascend with you, because you're ascending pretty well. And you're done with the BS. As far as 3D, this is what you want him to know. You're done with the bullshit. As he will see in your actions, as he will see while you out here glowing and doing what you're supposed to do out here. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Let me look at you again, divine feminine. Best thing you can do to really get your union intact is to get you intact. You know what I'm saying? I bet if you lose a few pounds, you know what I'm saying, make a few more coins, they'll peep their head around. I'm not saying that you gotta look better and be richer to be in their life, but ain't nothing wrong with getting no money. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with looking better. Ain't nothing wrong about improving your health, and ain't nothing wrong about improving your pockets. It ain't never hurt nobody. It's gonna help you, and essentially it's gonna help him, because when he sees you doing it, he's gonna do it too, because y'all are reflections of each other. That's what I'm getting from this message here. But divine feminine current space for today, January 3rd, 2018. And when I say current energies, it probably is span for like a day or two or three. I want to do readings every day, but when I do them for myself here practicing, I just see it's the same energy. So I'll probably get back to this probably in another 2-3 days and see where we go from there. This is D Boom from LLE Ascension. Hope I can help you in some type of way. I'm going to do another video, and that's going to be about the divine feminine inside her karmatic or soulmate relationship. Deuces.